Hi, welcome to Calimero Network channel. I'm Fran and I will be explaining everything you need to know about Calimero Network, peer-to-peer concepts and privacy applications. In this first video I'll go through the process of how to install and run Calimero node locally. There is also a documentation and blog format of this video, so you can open it up and follow along. I'll be leaving the link in the description. And so let's start with the video. So before we begin, it would be good to go through first two blogs which explain what Calimero Network is and what is Calimero Context, so you get to know a little bit better about what we will be talking about today. The first concept of Calimero is merod or Calimero node, and that is the core concept that runs applications, handles storage, exposes services and APIs. It also helps you connect with the peers. To get merod installed and running locally, there are actually three ways. We'll start with the first one, which is to use Homebrew. Before we start with the Homebrew, verify you have brew installed, and we are going to verify this by writing brew version. We see that the version is 509. Then we use command brew install merod to get the merod installed with the Homebrew. Let's wait for it to download and install. Now when the process is finished, we can write merod -- version to get the version of the installed service. And we see that the version is 0.10.0 RC29. Next, we're going to do the following command, which will initialize the node. And what this means, it means that it will create cargo toml file, which will have the configuration for our node. In this configuration file, you can find things like peer IDs, identities, your crypto keys that are used to call blockchain smart contracts if you want to interact with the blockchain smart contracts. There are also two flags we can add, which are server port and swarm port. The default ones are 2428 and 2528, but you can set anything you want here. We're not going to use that, we're just going to use the classic init. And as you can see, we have generated identity and we get the folder where the node is initialized. We're actually going to check what is in this folder, and we can also read the cargo toml file to see the things I already mentioned. So we can see we have the crypto keys, signers, relayer, locations and identities. Okay, and next command is to run the node by using the following command. You can just press allow to accept incoming network connections. And we can see that the node is running. When you scroll to the top, you can actually see that we have the JSON RPC server, WebSocket server, server-side event server, admin API server. You can access this by using the local host and the following port that is mentioned here in the log output. And just to test it out, we are going to go open up Google Chrome and we are going to go to the admin dashboard URL. We have to do the /admin dashboard to get our web application open. Admin dashboard is a service that lets you see and manipulate data related to your node. You can do things like install applications, publish new applications, or you can even install from the marketplace. You can create new contexts and you can see data about contexts, data about the applications, and data about your own node. Here you need to enter your node URL. You can go continue. And when you are running node like this, there is actually no out because it is a local setup, but if you want, you can also run the out with the node. As you can see, there is the marketplace, install applications, you can install new application, context where you can create new context, blobs, which are files that you host on your node or the files that you got from somebody else's node that somebody sent you through the applications, and you can also export your identity to use on another device. And with this we are finished with the Homebrew version of installing and running Calimero node locally. The second one is to clone the core repository of Calimero and to install it from the source. So the next way of running Calimero node locally is to clone the GitHub repository, and for that we are going to have some tools like Git, We can check that by checking git version, cargo version, rust up version, rust C version. These are all the tools that we are going to need to run it. We can do git clone Calimero network repository. We'll just wait for it to download. Now we can change directory to core and we can use the command to install the merod. By using this cargo install --path with the path to merod, we will install the merod tool globally, so you can use it the same way as we did with the brew. Also, we can change directories to create merod and do cargo build release, and this will do the installation of binary inside the project only, and it will not be globally available. Then we can do the following command, cargo run, with the following flags, and we are going to use for the node name node 2, as we already initialized node 1 with the brew version. It is compiling and it will initialize the node in the same folder where the node 1 is initialized. After that is finished and the node 2 is initialized, we can use the similar command, just we will do node 2 run, and it will do the same process as it did with the brew. Okay, that's it for the installation from the source and with the Homebrew. And the third way of installing and running Calimero node locally is to use Python CLI tool, which is called Merobox. For this we will need pipx, so we can check with the pipx version that we have that installed, and then we can just do pipx install Merobox. Wait for installation to complete. And now when it's finished, we see that it was successfully installed. We can do Merobox version to check that the tool is working successfully. For this you will also need Docker, because Merobox can't run without the Docker. If you try to run Merobox without having Docker application running locally, you will run into errors, but the easy fix is to just run the Docker application and everything should be fine after that. As you can see, we run Merobox run --count2, which means that we are starting 2 nodes, and you can choose how many nodes you want. And we see that the nodes are running, node 1 and node 2, and the URLs to the nodes are the same as when we used merod from Homebrew or from the source installed tools. We can also check the admin dashboard for the node 2 that it is also running similarly. And that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, you learned something new. Stay tuned, because in next videos I will go through on how to install an application from Marketplace, how to create context, and how to run the peer-to-peer applications. I will also go through the process of creating your own peer-to-peer application, deploying it on Marketplace, and sharing it with your friends. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.